بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
So when the Rasul was summoned to the office of prophethood, he came to the people with this message. يا أيها الناس قولوا لا إله إلا الله تفلحوا. O people, make the declaration, make the proclamation that there is none worthy of worship save one mighty Allah, and success will be yours. This is a matter of the heart. Like in your heart of hearts, there should be nothing that you rely on, are subservient to, save the one mighty Allah. And this is the utterance of the Rasul. Allah Rabbul Izzah says in the verse, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. Indeed, those with the correct belief are successful. So the Rasul came in a time where there are 360 idols in the Kaaba. To an Arab population, you know, easily offended, sensitive creatures, swords by the side, tribal and deeply devout to these idols. Khalid ibn al-Walid remembers that my father sacrificed 100 camels for a single idol. A lot of devotion, a lot of love, a lot of reverence, and yet wrong belief. Can you imagine man bowing down to a stone asking help from it? So Allah Rabbul Izzah sent the messenger to correct the belief first. So the Rasul came that declared that there is none worthy of worship. Like, it was a pretty courageous statement to make. You know, for a people with 360 gods, you say none of this is true. There's just one God. And in a time where there's no police protection, difficult time, so you saw harassment started, abuse started, imprisonment started, torture started, assassination started, execution started. They bore the brunt of it. But within the few years, and those that kind of accepted Islam, the superstitious hocus pocus of idols disappeared, and a true belief of the one mighty God entered the hearts. And dear ones, that did a few things. The first one is it gave access to the normal human being to the majesty of the Creator. For years they were turning to a rock that couldn't do anything. Now they had access to Allah, the Creator of the heavens and earth. And that is a game changer. You know, in the time of Umar ibn al-Khattab, they fought the Persians. So one of the mighty generals of the Persians was caught, brought to the court of Umar, tied up. So Umar looked at him. You know, yesterday you were on a throne and you had a crown, and Persians were big on crowns. You know, the emperor had a crown 92 kilograms of gold. Like, the question you should be asking yourself is, what type of neck handles 92 kilograms of gold? And no, Persians didn't have big thick necks. It was just suspended off the ceiling just to hover on his head. And so magnificent that if you entered the presence of the emperor, the king, you saw the wow, you fell down and sajda to him. So this was a general with his crown and with his entourage and with his pomp and ceremony, and now he's tied up and brought to Umar ibn al-Khattab. So Umar radiallahu anhu asked him, what happened? Like, you were all that. So he says what you should have known. He said, when the fight was between us and you, it was easy. But how do you fight the one in the heavens? Do you understand? Like, now Allah's in the equation, we have no power against that. So this simple people latched on to the Creator. And with that came all the treasures of the Creator. So here, first campaign, Badr. How many Muslims? MashaAllah, 313. 313 in Badr. 313. The opposition, 1,000 strong. And scholars differ, but there's aqwal to say there was only 8 swords amidst the Muslims. They hadn't come for a battle. They'd come to raid a caravan. You don't need so many weapons. So Allah gives the reason of the cause of the success. But they were victorious, uprooted the enemy, won. So Allah Rabbul Izzah says, إِذْ تَسْتَغِيثُونَ رَبَّكُمْ فَاسْتَجَابَ لَكُمْ أَنِّي مُمِدُّكُمْ بِأَلْفٍ مِّنَ الْمَلَائِكَةِ مُرْدِفِينَ. That remember when you called out to your Lord and Allah accepted your call, your pleas, your du'as, and He said, I will help you with 1,000 angels coming row after row. So Allah sent them, and the Rasul is on battlefield, and he says, he is Jibreel dressed for war. And you would think, khalas, Muslim testimony biased, the Prophet's encouraging them maybe. There were 2 people standing on a mountain nearby, non-Muslims, waiting for the battle to finish so they could come down, collect what's fallen from the swords and this and that. And one of them died. So they asked him, why did your friend die? He said his heart burst. So why did his heart burst? He said, you were out of fear. What fear? He said, we heard the neighing of the horses from the clouds above and saw the sparks of their hooves. So his heart burst. So inside the campaign, you would see a Muslim chasing an enemy, and before he reaches him, the man is slain. And another instance, the Sahabi called one person, oh so and so, come, and he goes, I'm not him. I'm like angels were on battlefield. Do you see that what it did is it gave them first and foremost connection to the one above the heavens. And if Allah Rabbul Izzah is on your side, everything else will take care of itself. So lesson number 1 here, dear ones, tonight. You will face difficulties and obstacles and challenges and hardships in life. Keep Allah on your side. Keep Allah Rabbul Izzah on your side, and success is yours.